Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Here we have the readings for the next week, the first week of the new year, beginning with Monday, January the 2nd, to Sunday, January the 8th, 2023. First of all, may this year bring us all happiness, love, success, and may all our wishes come true. Happy New Year, everybody. And now let's go to our readings. If you haven't watched yet the Wheel of the Year readings, who cover a longer period of time, from the winter solstice or Yule till Imbolc, February the 1st, in the description of this video, right below the timestamps, you'll find a link to the playlist. I invite you to watch those too. You'll pick your crystal, the same as here or a different one. It's really up to you. And there you'll find a much more in detail, more in-depth reading. All right? Now let's go to our crystals as usual. Pick your number or your favorite crystal. Here we have number 1, the Amethyst. Number 2, the Howlit. Number 3, the Landscape Jasper. Number 4, the Moonstone. Number 5, the Green Jade. Number 6, someone wrote to me that this is a Blue Apatite. So Blue Apatite it is, okay? That's how we're going to call it from now on. Number 7, Black Obsidian. Number 8, the Carneol. And finally, number 9, the Unakit. Hope you picked yours. Now let's go to the first reading for those of you who picked number 1 or the Amethyst, okay? Let's see what the next week has for you. All right? For those of you who picked number 1 or the Amethyst. Here we go. The Ace of Swords in its reversed position. Seems to me that you were afraid to express your ideas, your thoughts, your views, something like that. Let's see what brought you here. The Four of Pentacles in its reversed position. Have you been overspending lately? Making bad financial decisions? Maybe bought expensive things, even if you can barely pay your bills. Maybe you bought too expensive Christmas presents. This indicates me somehow you lost your structure. Maybe maybe this reversed ace suggests that you wouldn't admit that you face difficulties in holding your life together. Maybe you are asked to give some explanations about why you spent money that you don't have. Maybe this is the seed of a conflict in your family, a conflict which will probably last the whole week. Okay, let's see an outcome or an advice. the Five of Pentacles upright. This is not good, you know. This indicates financial troubles, poverty, loss, physical illness. The fact that you spent way too much might bring you to this point of putting yourself into debt. If this reading applies to you, please be very careful, all right? You might be prone to borrow more and more, and there is a danger you'll fall into a downward spiral, a dead spiral, and once fallen, it will be very difficult to get out of it. All right, create yourself a budget. Try to stick to it. Limit your expenses to the essential ones, all right, to fulfill your basic needs. And don't buy unnecessary things until you get your finances back together, okay? If this reading applies to you, then I hope things will get better for you in the future. All right. If you found this helpful and it resonates with you, then please hit the like and subscribe button, and see you next week, okay? Good. This was the reading for those of you who picked number 1 or the Amethyst. Let's go to the second reading for those of you who picked number 2 or the Howlit. Let's see what the next week will bring you, all right? For those of you who picked number 2 or the Howlit, let's see. All right, here we go. The situation. The Ace of Cups in its upright position. A lovely new emotional beginning. The premises of a new relationship filled with happiness and love. Maybe you'll fall in love. It's that feeling of a first date, you know, butterflies in your stomach and everything. And if you're already in a relationship, this can mean that you may want to become pregnant. All right, let's see what brought you here. The Seven of Wands in its reversed position. Well, you come from a period of self-doubt. You've been overwhelmed by opposition, by challenges. Maybe your loved ones were constantly criticizing your decisions, your lifestyle. It's like during every family meeting, they teamed up against you. Maybe they put pressure on you. When will you find a partner? And if you already have one, when will you two get married? And if you already are married, when will you two have a baby, you know? And so on. Things like that. So it seems that this week you will be finally able to give them the good news, so you can shut their mouth. make them feel satisfied, at least for a while. Let's see where this will get you, an outcome or advice, all right? The Judgment in its reversed position. This is an important week, you know. There can be a decision and an experience that could change your life completely, you know. Change the whole course of your life. And for the fear of the unknown, you somehow deny that call. You're afraid of repeating old destructive patterns and circles from your past. It's like you haven't learned from your mistakes, or not necessarily mistakes, let's say your past experiences, okay? You will be questioning yourself if this step you took or are ready to take, if this is really what you want, or is it a decision taken under the pressure of the ones around you, your family, society, whatever. All right, if this reading applies to you, I'd be careful. I'd try to see the big picture before making any decision that can have a major impact on your life. All right, this was the reading for those of you who picked number 2 or the Howlit. If you found this helpful, and if you resonated with it, then I invite you to hit the like and the subscribe button, and see you next week, all right? Good. Now let's go to the third reading for those of you who picked number 3 or the Landscape Jasper, okay? Let's see. Oops. Jumper, come back. For those of you who picked number 3 or the Landscape Jasper, let's see what the first week of 2023 will bring you. Let's see. Here we go. What the situation will be next week. The Ten of Cups in its reversed position. This shows me some kind of troubles in paradise. Something is off here, something is not going right. It's like something came to disturb, to stir up the still waters, the harmony, the peace in your home. Let's see what that could be. What brought you here? The Six of Cups in its upright position. This is something from the past. An old love, maybe a high school sweetheart, a romance from the past which never died completely. And now it comes to disrupt the harmony in your family. You're nostalgic about that person. You cannot appreciate the happiness you have in the present because you cannot emotionally detach from this, okay? It can be you, the one who's going through this, but it can also be your partner, you know, your spouse. Anyway, in either case, the peace in your domestic environment seems to be disturbed this week. That's what I see in these cards. All right, let's see an advice or outcome. The King of Wands in its reversed position. This is a very determined person, action-oriented, but his goals, or hers, because it doesn't have to be a man, his or her goals are not the most honest ones, you know. This is someone who's willing to take a risk, a foolish risk. I'm sure you understand what I'm talking about. But you know what I believe? I believe it's better to leave the past where it belongs, okay? And try to focus on your current relationship, on your family life. This can create a serious crack in your relationship, in your marriage. If this reading applies to you, don't let this happen, okay? Not for somebody or something that is already gone. Think about what you have, what you achieved. Try to make it work again, okay? All right, this was the reading for number 3, or the Landscape Jasper. If it was helpful for you and if you resonate with it, then please hit the like and the subscribe button, and see you again next week. And now let's go to reading number 4, for those of you who picked number 4 or the Moonstone. Let's see what the next week will have for you, the first week of 2023. For those of you who picked number 4 or the Moonstone, okay? I'm not taking the jumpers. All right, here we go. For those of you who picked number 4 or the Moonstone. Let's see. The situation. 8 of Cups in its upright position. This indicates me that this week you will know that the time has come for you to leave, to walk away. There is a great amount of sadness in this card. This situation, be it a relationship, a job, whatever, used to make you very happy, and it still does. But you somehow feel that that this is not going to last forever. Even if it is a stable situation now, you decide it's better to leave now than later, when it will eventually fade down by itself. You decide to leave, but with a heavy heart, okay? Let's see what brought you here. The Queen of Wands in its reversed position. This might be a demanding selfish, jealous, impulse-driven person, a domineering person. And all of these traits come from a sense of insecurity this person has. This might be your partner, a friend, a family member, a person you still love, but you simply think this relationship has no future. You think it's better for both of you if you leave now, before you're going to hurt each other in a way or another. Let's see the outcome or the advice. The Queen of Swords in its reversed position. I think this is you. I think this is how you will become after this week. I think you'll want to be alone for a while. Maybe you'll become a bit colder. You'll try to start learning to decide and think with your brain instead of your heart from now on, because your decisions as far have been influenced by your emotions, by your feelings. All right, if this reading applies to you, I think you need to find a healthy balance between your emotions and rationality, okay? So this was the reading for those of you who picked number 4 or the Moonstone. If you found this helpful and if you resonated with it, then I invite you to hit the like and the subscribe button, and see you again next week. All right, now let's go to those of you who picked number 5 or the Green Jade. All right, let's see what the next week will bring to you. The first week of 2023. And let's see. For those of you who picked number 5 or the Green Jade. Okay, here we go. The situation. The 5 of Pentacles in its upright position. This is the card of financial loss, poverty, physical illness, material troubles. This seems to be a challenging week for you. All right, let's see what brought you here. The 4 of Pentacles in its reversed position. I had this combination before today. Not sure if it was the first or the second reading, but I definitely had these two together in a previous reading. I think it was the first one. Almost sure that it was the first one. Anyway, doesn't matter. So basically what these cards suggest is that that you've been losing money in a way or another, you know, that you spent too much in your recent past, and this week you're facing the consequences. You have to live on a budget. You have to abstain from buying non-essential things this week. Try not to fall even deeper, even if this means you'll have to live on bread and water this week. Okay, maybe not that extreme, but you get the point, okay? Just try to fulfill your basic needs, at least until you get yourself back on the track. All right, let's see an advice or outcome for this week. The Two of Pentacles in its upright position. Lots of pentacles in this reading. This indicates that that you're juggling your priorities, your responsibilities. You're trying to balance all the aspects of your daily life. And whenever life throws something at you, you take it, all right? Good or bad. Taken as an advice for this situation, the Two of Pentacles suggests you should try to adapt to any change, to manage your time, your finances better, to review your priorities, you know, to try to keep everything in balance, to not neglect any aspect of your life, especially the financial one. So this was the reading for those of you who picked number 5 or the Green Jade. If you found this helpful and if you resonated with it, then I invite you to hit the subscribe button, the like and subscribe button, and see you again next week. Now let's see the reading for those of you who picked number 6, the Blue Apatite. All right, let's see what the next week has for you. The first week of 2023, for those of you who picked number 6 or the Blue Apatite. All right, let's see, what do we have here? Okay, so here we go. This situation, the Nine of Pentacles in its reversed position. It seems like this week you'll work hard. You'll use work as an escape from something. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't look like it pays off. It's like you don't see the results of your work. It's like you cannot reach financial stability, financial independence, even if all you do is work. All right, you're lacking the time and the energy for anything that's not related to your job, to your career or something. Let's see what brought you here. The Two of Pentacles reversed. Perfectly understandable. You lost the balance between different aspects of your life. You weren't able to organize your priorities. You ended up neglecting some aspects, and by focusing too much on achieving your financial goals, as if nothing else matters. It's like some things fell through your fingers. All right, let's see an outcome or an advice. The Temperance in its upright position. You know, I think this is the most straightforward reading I had today as far. The Temperance is the card of the middle path, of moderation, of healthy balance between different elements of your existence. If this reading applies to you, then that's what you have to do this week. You have to integrate, you have to mix all the aspects of your daily life, because it seems like you lost it. Okay, Try to do all things in moderation. Try finding the middle path. It's the safest one, at least in this period of your life. Avoid excesses, okay? And in your case, it shows me you working excessively. All right, divide your time, devote a number of hours to work, and that should be all. And the rest of the day, keep it for other important things in your life. All right, so this was the reading for those of you who picked number 6 or the Blue Apatite. If you found this reading helpful and resonated with it, then I invite you to hit the like and the subscribe button, and see you again next week, okay? Now, let's see the reading for number 7 or the Black Obsidian. For those of you who picked number 7 or the Black Obsidian, let's see what the next week will bring you. The first week of 2023. All right. Let's see. Here we go. The situation. The Nine of Wands in its reversed position. This shows me struggles, defensiveness. It seems like you're overwhelmed. You feel you're not coping anymore. That you're on the point of giving up or something. Let's see why. What's the problem? What got you here? The Two of Pentacles in its reversed position again. I believe this is the third reading in a row when I get the Two of Pentacles. And I shuffled them well. Anyway, it seems that in your recent past you lost your sense of balance. It's like you didn't set your priorities right. You focused too much over an aspect and neglected others. It's quite a challenging week for you. You feel you cannot go on anymore. You feel that you don't have the strength to continue. All right, let's see a outcome or advice. The Devil. There is a temptation here, an addiction. It's not going to stop or disappear this week if you are already facing it. You know, you seem to give up fighting against this temptation, but you need to be strong. Even if you fall, you'll get up, and if you'll fall again, then you'll have to get up again. All right? Don't surrender, don't give up. You're a fighter. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, then please be careful next week, because you might be tempted. You might fall into temptation. All right? Maybe you'll be tempted to start drinking in order to avoid or to forget your problems. But trust me, this is a trap, a very dangerous trap, which can lead to addiction. Again, be very careful with that. don't let yourself tempted by this one. Okay, stay strong. This was the reading for those of you who picked number 7 or the Black Obsidian. If you found this helpful and if you resonate with it, then please hit the like and the subscribe button, and see you again next week. Now let's go to reading number 8 for those of you who picked the Carneol or number 8. Let's see what the next week will bring you, the first week of 2023. For those of you who picked number 8 or the Carneol. Let's see. Here we go. So the situation, the Three of Wands in its reversed position. This shows me an effort that fails, a project that fails because you encountered obstacles and problems which are bigger than you had hoped for. It's like you made some plans which don't seem to turn out like you want them to. Maybe you face some delays, some blocks. All right, let's see what brought you here. The Nine of Pentacles in its upright position. Well, I see that you, in your recent past, you got to a point of financial independence. You have all you need. You have all you desire, even more than that. You're very pleased from a material point of view, but something is off here. All right, let's see the outcome or the advice. The Temperance reversed. There is some imbalance here. There is something in excess. It's like all the plans you made and didn't come to fruition get you to lose balance. Maybe you put all the eggs in one basket. Maybe this is what it is about. All right, this one seems a bit too vague. Let's take a clarification card. The Four of Pentacles in its reversed position. I see. Seems like you're losing money. I believe this means a failed investment or business. Maybe in the future you'll need to take into consideration other aspects as well. All right. I'm sure you'll figure it out. All right, so this was the reading for those of you who picked number 8 or the Carneol. If you find it helpful and if you resonate with it, then please hit the like and the subscribe button, and see you again next week, all right? And now let's go to, oops, I was about to spill my coffee. Let's go to the last reading for those of you who picked number 9 or the Unakit. All right. Let's see what the first week of 2023 will bring to you, to those of you who picked number 9 or the Unakit. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Let's see this situation. The Ace of Wands in its reverse position. Here we have an opportunity being missed or lost or refused. It's like a lack of direction, of motivation. It's like you don't really know what you want. You have the energy you need, but somehow you fail to see the direction you should use it towards, you know? All right, let's see what brought you here. The Death in its upright position. A time of change, of transformation, of renewal, of giving up the old habits and patterns of thinking in order to be able to embrace the new. It's like you recently started a new life, a new phase of your life, a new stage, and you still need to adapt to that. You don't know what your next step will be. You don't know what to do now. You don't know. It's like something came to an end and began in a completely new form. All right, let's see the outcome or advice. The World in its upright position. This seems to be an important week for you. All right, this means a completion of a project, of a stage. This signifies some kind of closure. I believe that you'll finish this transition period you began. Might be a very important life-changing project or something, or might be something common as you choosing some New Year resolutions. You'll get closure, you'll come to terms with the end of a stage in your life. But for that to happen, I think you should set clear goals to decide what you want, to establish the direction you want your life to take from now on. You know, any beginning emerges from the old being dissolved, disintegrated, whether we talk about material things or more abstract ones like old habits and patterns of life or personality traits. You get the point, okay? Good, so this was the last reading, the reading for those of you who picked number 9 or the Unakit. If you found this helpful and if it resonated with you, then I invite you to hit the like and the subscribe button, and see you again next week. All of these being said, I wish you all again a happy new year. See you!